Okay, so this video is going to be very similar to the last video. I'm just going to be breaking down. Oh, and this one's actually made with React. So I'm just going to be breaking down some of the things on this site and some cool things. Okay. So same thing. This is a team fight tactics website. And it's very similar to the last website. However, you can see the stylistic differences, and I really like comparing two things that are very similar, so it really helps show the differences in between them a lot easier. Okay, so obviously you have a little animation here to get started. Okay, they've got quite a few animations, so if we go ahead and hover a lot of these, we see a little opacity thing here. The background lightens. Okay, this actually I'd almost say it's getting over engineered, because honestly don't. Okay, well that's pretty cool. So search bar is obviously its own component that does this on click, and then when so change state once you focus onto this text box, and then when you start typing, it's gonna search champs, traits, and champs, traits, items, which is probably all coming from its own custom API that it's searching through. Okay, so that's pretty cool. This is like its own application in and of itself, its own component, and then it takes me straight to it. We'll get to that in a second. This site is pretty cool. So as far as these goes, and just highlights. All right, cool. So, and then obviously on hover, you're gonna see what things build into and the effect. So that's pretty cool on hover. And I'm assuming it's gonna take me to just another page. Oh, cool. So very similar, same taskbar, another page, and then all of these things. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So champs, a lot of the same thing. We get a little, we get a little hover animation. The pixels move up. A little background opacity, and then it's gonna go ahead and show you some information on hover. So that's pretty cool. But the really cool thing I want to show you is this. So this is another kind of application. It shows you some compositions of the team you can make. But the thing that I thought was pretty cool about this, whoops, let's not play with that. Okay, was that you can kind of filter out. So let's say the Morgana, so let's just select Evelyn, okay? So Eve, okay, and it's just gonna show you comps with Eve in it. And now what's really cool, actually, I did not notice just now, is that these are the tiers, right? But if I click a champ, it's gonna pull up the best comps with just that champ in it. Okay, so that's really dope. And now if we wanted another comp, let's say Aatrox, it'll show us comps that have Aatrox. So obviously all that is searching through. So each one of these comps is probably its own object, and in that object has well, let me rephrase that. Each one of these comps is probably its own array full of champion objects, and each of those champion so it's the function is probably something like, for each object in this array, if object dot origin is equal to shape is equal to demon, then go ahead and show. So that's pretty dope. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then if we do something like this, it'll show us a comp with just these two, or one or the other if they don't have both, I guess. So that's pretty cool, and that's really all I want to that's the same show you guys today. And then obviously if we go here, it has this nice thing, and then a nice little page here. But let's go back, and then let's open up our React Dev Tools and see what's going on. It's obviously not going to show us because I believe it's been minified, so it's not going to show us what I would like to see. But yeah, but this is just so we can kind of see, whoa, the different components. So here's a component. Okay, boom. Another one, and each of these, you know, it's just probably a 4 each. So that's pretty cool. So that's it for this video. I just came across this site and I kind of wanted to break it down. Let's get this stopped. I kind of just wanted to break it down because I thought it was pretty cool. So that's all. I'm going to upload these 2 videos in conjunction. Yeah.